Nobody cares about you. That's a harsh statement, and it's one most people avoid thinking about. We grow up believing that people notice us, that others are watching, judging, or rooting for us in some way. Social media, culture, and even our families condition us to think we're always under a spotlight. But the truth is, most people are caught up in their own lives, struggles, and distractions. They aren't focused on you, your failures, or your success as much as you think. This might sound lonely or depressing, but it's actually a powerful truth that can liberate you if you understand it correctly. Realizing that nobody cares about you can free you from the pressure of living for others. You don't have to conform to expectations that aren't yours. You don't have to seek validation from people who aren't truly invested in your life. When you understand this, you stop living to please the crowd and start living for yourself. Your choices, your dreams, and your happiness no longer depend on external approval. This kind of freedom is rare and transformative. When you stop worrying about what others think, you begin to take risks you wouldn't otherwise take fear of. Judgment is one of the biggest barriers to growth and success. It keeps people stuck in safe but unfulfilling lives. But if nobody cares as much as you think, then judgment loses its power. You can focus on your goals without the heavy weight of others' opinions dragging you down. This shift allows you to be authentic, to express yourself fully, and to pursue your path with confidence. Another benefit of this perspective is that it encourages self-reliance. If you expect others to care deeply about your struggles or to save you from difficulty, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. People are busy with their own challenges and rarely have the bandwidth to fix your problem. Accepting that you're responsible for your own life empowers you to take ownership. You become your own hero, your own support system, and your own motivator. This mindset builds resilience and independence. Understanding that nobody cares also forces you to clarify what truly matters to you. When external validation fades in importance, internal values and purpose come into focus. You start asking yourself what you really want, what legacy you want to leave, and how you want to live. This clarity cuts through the noise and distraction of trying to fit in or impress others. Your life becomes a deliberate creation rather than a reaction to outside forces. However, this truth doesn't mean you should be indifferent or cold toward others. Relationships and communities still matter, but they become a choice rather than a necessity. You engage with others because you want to, not because you need their approval or validation. This freedom changes the quality of your connections, making them more authentic and meaningful. In addition, realizing that nobody cares can reduce anxiety and stress. Much of our worry comes from imagining how others perceive us, fearing rejection, or fearing failure in the eyes of the world. When you accept that most people are not paying close attention, you relieve yourself of unnecessary pressure. You can breathe easier and focus your energy on what truly matters. Finally, this perspective encourages humility. It reminds you that in the grand scheme, everyone is a small part of a much bigger picture. Neither your successes nor your failures define the universe. This realization can be humbling but also grounding. It helps you stay focused on your path without becoming arrogant or discouraged. In conclusion, nobody cares about you as much as you think, and that's a good thing. It frees you from the chains of external validation, fear of judgment, and dependency on others. It empowers you to live authentically, take ownership of your life, and focus on what truly matters. Embrace this truth and find liberation in knowing you are enough for yourself. The world may move on, but your life is yours to shape on your terms.